Hey everyone, I'm Naturalist Paul at Wood Lake Nature Center, and today we're exploring nature with puppets. Today's topic is going to be life cycles, because it's that time of year that lots of things are growing up and doing all sorts of stuff in those different life cycles.
What did you say? Did you say icicles?
Oh no,
I love icicles.
I do too. Different season, we'll talk all about icicles this winter. We're
okay.
talking about life cycles.
Life cycles. What are those?
A life cycle is the process that an animal or a plant goes through from the beginning of their life to the very end. So it's a cycle.
Okay.
And there's different stages. So they all start out as an egg, and then they go to a baby stage, and then they're young, an adult, and then all animals and plants at some point die, and they come and they decompose and go back into the earth. But there's always some cycles going on. You were an egg at one point,
What?
and then when you were born, you were a baby, and then you grew up to where you are now as a young, and then you'll eventually be an adult, and then just like all other living things, you will eventually die as well, and then be decomposed back into the natural world.
What? I was an egg? I thought I was delivered by a stork.
No, the stork stories are really fun. And storks are real birds, but they don't bring babies to people. Nope.
Okay. So I was an egg.
You were an egg. Yep.
Huh.
And then you were born, and then you were that baby.
Okay.
Which you probably don't remember either. And then you were
not really
a young child, and then where you are now, and then you'll be like your parents, then you'll be an adult, and then eventually you'll decompose.
Oh.
Yeah.
I will say I can't wait to be an adult. I really want to be like a scientist or maybe an artist or
very good choices. I know lots of people that
maybe I can go to space.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be so
space
cool.
Space is so awesome. Well, these life cycles, there's all kinds of different ones. Oh.
What?
There's an egg right there. I wonder what life cycle this is going to be. Oh, looks like a caterpillar.
Whoa.
And that is the first stage of a lot of insects.
It's the first stage. Okay, I thought.
Yeah.
Okay, so a caterpillar, I've seen those around.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them.
Yep.
What? So is this like the baby?
This would be so there's the
egg,
and then this is the baby. Yes.
Okay.
And then there's going to be a stage of resting and change called pupation, or in this case with a caterpillar, it'll probably be a chrysalis, and then eventually we would see an adult of this insect.
Really?
And it looked like that! Oh my gosh! It's a butterfly!
Oh my goodness!
How exciting! It looks very different than that younger one. So
Whoa.
butterflies are going to
have. Am I going to look that different?
Kind of, and not totally, not this different, no. You
Oh,
would
okay.
have orange wings.
Oh, that's fair.
You'll just grow in different ways.
Okay. So what about butterflies?
Butterflies, when you start to see them flying around, that's their adult stage. And most butterflies live for the summer. Some will overwinter, but they will eventually die as adults. Like this one.
Sounds really scary. Whoa.
Yeah, but before they die, they lay some eggs. So
Oh, good.
we'll be sure to have some.
So there'll be other butterflies?
Yes, there will be. But these butterflies won't stay around dead for long because look, it's a scavenger beetle. It's a scavenger beetle, and scavenger beetles help to clean up all the dead stuff. Make a very efficient job.
They're a good cleaner.
Yeah, they are. Otherwise, there'd be all kinds of things out there that would be hard to walk around and stuff.
That would be a lot of dead stuff.
So that was an insect life cycle. That was pretty exciting, and all that action right there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I didn't know it would come right to it. Oh my goodness.
There's another one.
Egg.
Oh my gosh.
What egg
it's
is
an
this
egg. The first stage of lots of different life cycles. I don't know what it's going to be. Oh.
What is that? It looks like a fish.
It does look like a fish, but it's a tadpole. It's the first stage of amphibians, usually frogs. Yeah, first stage of a frog. So this is the baby stage.
Oh, hello, little baby tadpole.
And there it is as an adult. So it doesn't have that intermediate stage that the insect did, where it did the change.
Yeah, they kind of went straight to
to the adult.
To an adult.
Yeah, and it has legs, and frogs can live out of the water. Those tadpoles have to stay in the water. And frogs are going to eat lots of insects. They're going to spend some time in the water, some time in the forest. And they like to make all kinds of cool noises. Lots of variety of frog sounds.
I've been hearing them a lot.
Including ribbit. Ribbit, 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 ribbit. It's a talkative frog. Frogs tend to be talkative once they start.
I hear them a lot, especially when I'm like going on a walk through Wood Lake.
So,
Whoa.
a lot of that singing they're doing is to find mates so they can lay eggs. But eventually, just like everything else, the frogs will croak.
Whoa. That was dramatic.
Hey, look, our friend Scavenger Beetle's back, cleaning up the stage for us.
Wow, they're busy.
Busy.
Beetle.
Yeah, it's a good thing we have lots of those scavenger beetles. Of course, they had the same life cycle as those butterflies we saw earlier.
Really?
Yeah.
That's really cool. So they're an insect.
They're an insect as well. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
are there other
catch.
kinds of things that eat dead stuff?
There are lots of different kinds of birds that will, and there's different other different insects, especially in the water. A scavenger beetle wouldn't be in the water eating things. So there's lots of different scavengers.
Oh my goodness, another egg.
Life cycle, another egg, the very first stage.
What kind of egg is this?
I don't know. I just
You're a naturalist.
We'll find out in a second. Oh, turtle.
It's a turtle!
egg.
I
How did I know
love
that?
turtles. I've been seeing them around so much recently.
The little
They're
tiny
everywhere.
ones?
Yeah.
Yep, they're really cute.
They're
this
so
is a really
cute.
cute one.
Oh, it's so small.
Turtles are so quiet. A lot quieter than frogs.
That's true.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay. So, is there anything I should do if I see a little turtle like this?
If you see a little turtle like this, just look around and make sure there's no big structures that are going to prevent it from getting to the water it's probably going to. Because they're born on land, but they want to get to a body of water. And a curb on a street, oftentimes, is too big for them to crawl over. So
Okay.
if you see them there, make sure to move them into the grass next to it, or move them closer to a pond. Yeah,
Okay.
Good question.
So, they start out as an egg.
Yep, and then they look like that little turtle, and all they do is, as they grow, they just look the same, just bigger and bigger and bigger, until they're like this
Whoa.
character right here.
Hello,
and
turtle.
they grow and grow and grow.
Oh my goodness.
And in
So it's kind
Minnesota-
of like humans then.
Exactly. Their
Okay.
appearance changes a little bit, but for the most part, they look very similar to when they did when they were babies.
Okay. Are these just turtles?
Are
What
these
is
just
this?
turtles? That do.
Like they hatch from an egg and then they're small and then they get big and big and bigger, but they look the same?
Snakes will do that as well. Lots of reptiles will do it.
Oh,
Good question.
okay.
We do it.
So they don't do the whole.
Metamorphosis or change that the insects do.
Wow.
Nope.
That's a big word.
It is a big word in the frog world too, so it sounds
no.
like a turtle is.
I thought turtles
yes,
lived a long
They
time.
do live 30, 40, sometimes even more years than that. But eventually, like everything else, they will die.
Okay.
Sometimes naturally, like this,
Whoa.
and sometimes wow, other ways.
That didn't
Like,
seem very. Is the turtle okay?
The turtle's not.
Oh. Okay. Well, I guess.
The
Oh,
scavenger beetle's gonna come and
oh,
take care of the turtle.
oh, good. I hope it's in a better place.
I think the turtle lived a good life.
Probably. You
Yeah,
said like
they do.
30, 40, 60 years?
They can live quite a while. Reptiles tend to live quite a bit longer than amphibians or the insects we were talking about earlier.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really
Yeah,
cool.
it's just a different life cycle. Different animals live different lengths of time. And
Okay.
it's not always just animals either.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Well, wait, what was that big word that you said earlier?
Oh, is it metamorphosis? So it's a meta morph.
Porpoises. Porpoise. Metaporpoise.
Metaporpoise would be a really different looking like dolphin, but
Oh.
this is metamorphosis.
Metamorphosis.
Morph. Yes.
That's a really big science word.
So they change their appearance. That caterpillar
Mhm.
goes into a changing state and comes out looking like a butterfly, which is remarkably different.
I love watching that.
It was pretty cool.
Sometimes
wasn't
I raise caterpillars.
it? Really?
Yeah,
That's fun.
they're really
You
fun. I
just
find
feed
them at
them?
milkweed all the time.
Are they very loud caterpillars?
No.
No.
They're really quiet.
Kind of like her. Okay. Oh my gosh. It's a nest. I know what eggs these are.
You do? Wait, let me look. These are a different shape.
Yep, they're a different shape. And
Why is it in a nest?
well, because that kind of nest also gives me a clue. I think it might be a bird.
It's a bird.
It
I
must be a
love
bird life
birds.
cycle. And they're very familiar. Oh, looks like it is.
Oh my goodness! I look.
There's
Oh
some
my
babies.
goodness! They're
There's
hatching.
3 baby birds. They just hatched out of those eggs.
That's
So
so
we saw the
cool.
egg. Now we're seeing them as babies. And eventually these babies will grow up to be adult birds. And they'll look
Wow.
similar. The different colors of their feathers will generally be the same. Oh, here's the mother right here. Or maybe the dad.
Oh my goodness! This
Eating
is
those
so
babies.
cool.
And baby birds like to eat.
I get hungry a lot, Tom.
Yeah. Well, and then it's done, and then you go and find food where you're able to.
Mhm.
And this parent bird is bringing food to those babies right now.
Wow,
Very busy.
that's so cool.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before.
And a bird like a woodpecker like this, might live 3 years, might live 10. But generally, smaller birds won't live as long as some of the other ones. So an eagle might live to be 30 years old pretty easily in the wild. So with birds, it's kind of a size in terms of how long their life cycle will allow them to live.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
I guess it's the end of the life cycle.
Kind of a telling thing. And you don't often hear a bird coughing. But
That's new.
Oh.
Oh, it's back.
The beetle always assesses first and then cleans. I like that.
It's pretty, making sure that it's
Mhm.
dead.
Yeah.
It's really nice of them.
Good job. Thank you.
Thank you, scavenger beetle.
So the birds, they have feathers and they're going to nest generally in the spring. A lot of these different life cycles start in the spring and go through the summer as they're young. And depending, some of them grow up really quickly, some of them don't. Those birds are going to grow up and be flying in just a couple of weeks.
What?
Yeah, those
That's
turtles
so
start out so
quick.
small, it's going to take them years to get bigger. So
Wow.
cycles of time are always different depending on what you're looking at.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
I love learning these things.
Good.
A squirrel!
Oh, hey, it's a squirrel.
Hi,
Squirrels,
squirrel!
they're always up to something.
What is this squirrel doing?
This squirrel is moving around. Looks like it's choosing between 2 different things to eat. And it looks like it's got a pine cone that it's going to plant
Oh,
right there.
okay. What a good plant partner.
Yeah, I think we'll just leave it in the ground here.
Are we growing a tree?
Yeah, we're in a grow tree.
Oh, right now?
Well, trees. So the seed is that egg of a tree. And
Okay.
eventually it'll grow. Oh, look. We have our,
Whoa.
yeah, there's the young tree right there. A little sapling, and it's just starting to grow. And some trees can grow quickly, some are going to take a little bit longer. But eventually they will be big enough to have, you see what's on top of that? See it?
Whoa! Wait. Is that another pine
It's
cone?
another pine cone. So that's how the trees are going to reproduce. So eventually they get old enough to have those seeds or those cones, and then of course, ideally, the squirrel would get it and move it around, and at some point drop that cone on the ground and allow those new trees to grow.
Wait, so is a seed kind of like an egg?
Exactly right. Exactly right.
Oh,
And then we
okay.
saw that very first couple of leaves come out, the very small tree, and then as it grows and grows, it becomes an adult. And just like everything else, different trees have different length, lifespans depending on the different kinds of trees.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of neat.
Yeah,
This
I
is a
love
great
seeing
tree.
little baby trees growing. I see them a lot. I saw them a lot this spring.
Yeah, it's kind of a fun year when you get to see a lot of the little ones.
They're so small
What
and
a pretty
tiny.
tree! Look how tall it is and big it is.
Gorgeous.
Oh
no.
Oh, it's a big storm coming by.
It is
It's
windy
very
today.
It's very windy. Kind of cool too.
Mm-hmm. Well, oh no.
Uh-oh. Oh, boy.
That was really loud.
That was really loud. But a big tree is going to make a big noise when it finally falls over. And once they fall over, they're going to start to decompose as well because it won't be living anymore. They need to be
Scavenger beetle is
intact.
back.
Oh, I couldn't,
Nope, I'm fine.
I couldn't see it.
I'm
through
still
the-
here.
through all the branches. You're exactly right. There's a scavenger beetle, and there'll be all kinds of different beetles and fungus helping to break this tree down and decompose it back into the ground.
So eventually it turns into dirt.
Eventually into dirt or soil. Exactly right.
Okay.
Thank you, scavenger beetle.
Thank you.
Wow, what a bunch of different life cycles.
That was a lot of different life cycles today, Paul.
That was a lot of different life cycles. Do you feel a little more comfortable about those?
I do. I really want to go out and find them outside.
Yeah, and you know, when you're out on a hike, you might see the same animal, well, not individual, but the same species at different stages of life. And that's what's kind of fun about life cycles, especially during the summer. You can see the caterpillars, the baby turtles, maybe even tadpoles, or maybe they're already in frogs, in the adult stage of a frog, and all kinds of birds. And of course, those trees, and like you said already, you saw some of the baby ones, which is keeping your eyes open and your ears open as you go around looking for those life cycles in action outdoors.
Wow. All right, I'm going to go and try to find some of those then.
Awesome.
Maybe I'll find a bird nest, or I'll get a net and I'll try to find some in the water, because you said that some insects start in the water, right?
Yes, they do.
Oh my. I got to go and explore. There's a lot of things to see.
Awesome. Good luck.
Bye, Scott. Or bye, Paul.
See ya.
You look like Paul. You're not Scott. Okay, bye.
Hey, everybody. Go outside, see what life cycles you can see in action, and let us know if you see them as eggs or babies or the young or the adults, or if you see some scavenger beetles being active as well. Thanks.